What's going on, everybody? TheKennyDubz coming at you with another Pokemon Masters video. If you guys are enjoying, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and show your support. Now, MAXIE Groudon and Kyogre and Archie have been finally revealed as shown in the data mine, but they've been revealed to be coming to the game on the Pokemon Masters Twitter. And a lot of people have had mixed reactions about these two pairs. I've seen an alarming amount of people say that both of them are underwhelming or pretty bad, but I can't agree with that at all. I don't think that's an accurate description of either one of these units. I see a lot of people talking about, oh, Kyogre's stats are low, it's bad. It's like, no, I don't think. No, Kyogre's definitely not bad. And a lot of people are saying that Groudon's not that great because it doesn't fully synergize with what we have in the game currently. So let me just talk about that a little bit. So it's Master Passive. Passive 1 Horn Pride. Powers up physical attack moves of all allied sync pairs by 20%. Reduces the physical attack move damage taken by allied sync pairs by 25%. The more allied sync pairs you have with the Hoenn theme you have on your team, the higher the percentages are. Each additional sync pair ups moves by 15%, reduces damage by 3%. The maximum power up is 50%, and the maximum damage reduction is 3%. And here's where a lot of Groudon's like a lot of I guess like a lot of the community are saying that it's underwhelming, and which is like kind of hard. Like I it's hard for me to understand, right? Because a lot of people are just saying the only benefit that Groudon brings to the team is Sun, and that's it. Which if you read the Hoenn Pride passive, like you know off rip that's not true, because he, just by him existing on the team, you get a physical attack buff and a physical attack mitigation on your team. And a lot of people are just like saying it doesn't synergize well with Red and Leon just because its passive doesn't work with him. It's like, no, Sun is still a 50% boost to fire move, so that's huge already as it is. Leon has access to Earthquake, so Leon can make use of this passive for offensive and defensive purposes. Oh, not to mention that this passive has a defensive purpose, that it reduces the damage it reduces incoming physical damage, which also synergizes well with Red and Leon because both of them lower their physical defense with their trainer moves. So you can reduce the incoming damage. It's sort of like, it doesn't exactly balance it out fully, but you can make your team much tankier just by having Groudon exist on your team. So dual striker comps with Groudon could be pretty cool, I think. Anyway, like red Groudon or like Leon Groudon. Like I said, use Earthquake. Or not Christmas. Holiday May with Groudon for the Hoenn Strike passive. That might be pretty cool because, again, the physical attack up and the physical mitigation you could do. On top of that, May also has the X Defend All for the team, so you can further bolster your team's physical defense. Sure, Groudon's passive lowers your defense, lowers your defense in Spidef. It doesn't matter all that much because of you have the right passive. So, despite lowering your defense, you'll still won't be taking all that much damage. And then another thing that people are saying is like, why does Groudon have Solar Beam? It's a physical striker. It's like, well, I mean, its special attack isn't that bad. It's 327, right? And when you don't have to wait to launch off the Solar Beam at all. It's a it's a 2-gauge move for 125 base power at minimum. And your trainer move, Expand the Land, it gives you +2 special attack. But also gives you super effective up. So you could be hitting extremely hard with the Solar Beam using Groudon as a grass striker. So you can have a pseudo tank on your team. Like, you don't even have to have like the best tank just because of Groudon's master passive. And on top of that, Sun decreases incoming water damage by 50%. I believe it's by 50%. So you're further decreasing the amount of damage that you're taking to your team. which is pretty big. Groudon is also a ground type sync pair, which is really relevant because for ground type, what do we have for ground type sync pairs or ground type attackers? We only have one in the pool at all times, and that's May. That's May and Swampert. They have Earth Power. The other ones we have are, I mean, I guess we have two because we do have Silvally. So yeah, because Silvally can effectively be any type it wants to. So we have two effective ground strikers or ground attackers in the pool at all times. Outside of that, we have Cynthia Garchomp, limited Pokefair. Leon and Charizard, limited Pokefair, because it has Earthquake. And now we're gonna have MAXIE Groudon, which is gonna be a master pair, but again, this adds utility to your team with its Hoenn Pride passive, which I feel like a lot of people are just focusing solely on the attack buff that you're getting for the Hoenn Pride passive, and I think that's where a lot of the community is just saying, you know, Groudon is underwhelming or it's just straight bad. But because it's a ground strike, like I said, it has value. Ground striker, makes your team bulkier, can also make your team stronger. Which is always really so. Now let's take a look at the sync grid real quick. Okay, I think this is good. Actually, I don't think I can get this on screen enough to see. I guess I'll have to. I can't fully get this on the screen for you guys to actually see that well, but I can have it put up over here. So Groudon's sync grid isn't all that. I'll just go like this. I can just like put the tile so that you can do that. Groudon's sync grid like is actually pretty underwhelming overall. It does have some nice tiles though. That's super duper effective. 1, which is quite nice. You know, get the Pressive Blades, move refresh there. Super Sun 4 is pretty interesting. I don't know if you would actually like run that consistently, but Solar Propulsion is pretty neat. Here you have Solar Beam Critical Strike, Solar Beam Mind Games, which makes your Solar Beams even more potent because a Solar Beam Mind Game's 9, so like you'll have 100% chance of lowering the target's SPDEF when you're hitting with Solar Beam. So you're using Groudon as a special striker. I guess you could even use it off type just because of that, right? Because you'd be lowering the SPDEF 100% of the time. And I think that we don't have many other units that do that. I think we have Koga that can do that with Venoshock, and I think maybe Palantine's Dawn's Fake Tears can lower SPDEF 100% of the time. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know if there's any more, but I've got Solar Beam, Charging Sun, which ours that moves when sunny. Move Gauge Refresh, Solar Flare 5, Solar Sync. What's that? Healing Sun, and 1 with the Sun, which is alright. So yeah, his grid isn't all that great, but Groudon itself I think has a lot of value, and like I said, I feel like people are just kind of underselling Groudon. I don't know. It just seems weird to me because people are underselling Groudon and underselling Kyogre, right? Like, yeah, I think that's it for this video. It just, I think that like I said, I think Groudon's good, especially because we don't know what's coming out in the future. So something else might come out that might be really good next to Groudon. But again, we don't know. I can't imagine something coming out that, you know, that like I can't imagine like we would never get something that synergizes extremely well with Groudon. But yeah, like I said, right now I think Groudon's good. It has decent synergies with stuff around right now, even if you don't get full advantage of the of its master passive. Like outside of I've seen people just say like it's just Silver and Hilda that get full value out of its master passive, which I mean full value out of Groudon, which I mean yeah, but it offers a lot more. I think it brings a lot more to the table. But that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about Groudon. I'm not sure if I'll be pulling for a Groudon. I like Groudon and I like Kyogre. I think I'd pull for Kyogre first. Like I want both of them. but I don't have the gems to be able to go for both. I could maybe get one of them, but these are master pairs, so like the rates for 5 stars are going to be pretty nice, and I wouldn't mind filling out my roster a little bit. But yeah, that's gonna be for this video. Oh, I didn't say it early on, but I got this screenshot courtesy of Absolutely's Twitter. I'll actually link the Twitter down below in the description, because they actually put out a lot of these little like infographics, which is really helpful. And outside of like Reddit, I think Absolutely is probably where I get my like any kind of information regarding Pokemon Masters, because it's just Reddit or like what I come across on Absols. They go out of the way to make these infographics, which is helpful. Oh no, I lied. It's over on the side. Data mined by Absol, and infographic is by Lost Mode. Okay, so I'll link both of them down below, because I actually didn't see that before. I thought that its infographic was made by Absol. It was just a data mine. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, leave your thoughts down below about what you think about MAXIE GROUDON, and I might have a video about Kyogre coming soon, or the BP pairs. I'm not sure, but yeah. See you guys next time.